Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is preseason football on EA Sports. Ahead, we'll see the former MVP Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons as they match up with Ryan Fitzpatrick and the Miami Dolphins. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, is Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, if you've been to South Florida in the summer, and I know you have, you're familiar with this. Heavy rain. It's coming down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the side of their Dolphins emerging from the Hard Rock Stadium tunnels, and we are ready to go as the Dolphins get set to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. Hi, everyone. Brandon Godden, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one, and I don't think from what we saw down on the field before the game there's any doubt they're ready to roll.
They passed the eye test play.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, an early season tilt should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet, and both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
Set to go now on a wet and rainy night. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. The Falcons set to take over, and it's Matt Ryan at quarterback in his 12th season now. Better than 4,900 yards, third best in the league, but the Falcons did not have things go their way last year, finishing 7-9, a full 6 games out of first place. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
Ryan leads with Freeman on the draw. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down. Here now the offensive starters for Atlanta.
It's easy to list the top receivers in the league, but one of the best complementary receivers is Mohamed Sanu. Gives you great production both outside and inside. Last year recorded the most receiving yards in his career with over 800 and can take snaps as a Wildcat quarterback. In fact, in his career, 7 of 8 passing, 4 touchdowns, and a perfect quarterback rating of 158.3.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
Check 180. Check 45 to Mike. Let's go, D. Big series right here. So we got to step it up.
This is Kenyon Drake, the fourth-year man from Alabama. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. Caught by Wilson. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. Never ideal conditions in the snow for a kicker, but the first test on the opening drive, he passed it.
He certainly did. You know what the unit told me was their biggest issue playing in the snow? You just worry about something getting in your eye as the ball is snapped, and then you might miss it, and there goes 3 points off the board.
is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Matt Ryan and the offense heading back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And let's run through the Dolphins defense.
One of the more underrated yet valuable positions in the NFL is safety, and Rashad Jones epitomizes what you're looking for. A guy who can drop down into the box in the run game and tackle those bigger, stronger running backs. He can also cover people, whether it's tight ends or bigger slot guys, and that gives him the ability to stay on the field every down and make big plays.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 44-yard line.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Kiko Alonso leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From midfield now, here's Ryan. And his throw is incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the 1st. They get him to the ground at the 37. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They'll start the drive with Drake. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Well, Kenyon Drake, he was kind of underutilized last year when Adam Gase was head coach, only 7 starts. But now he's going to get a chance under new head coach Brian Flores to really showcase his talent. He certainly flashed his diverse playmaking abilities a season ago. 9 touchdowns, 5 through the air, and 4 on the ground. On second down and 4, Fitzpatrick. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And he is not going to get the first down as they'll spot this at about the 28. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. Kenyon Barner, deep for Atlanta. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at the 10. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Ryan, this one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Here comes Grant on the return. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6, and it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 2nd down. Fitzpatrick and Dwayne Allen on the ground.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
They'll run with the second-year man from ASU, Kalen Ballage. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. The safety, Rashad Jones, brings him down. From the 9, here's 2nd and 9. Here's Ryan to throw. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. First catch for the NFL's leader in receiving yards a year ago, and a first down. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. They'll run on first down. Freeman, and not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
Calvin Ridley more than justified his first-round selection in 2018. 64 catches as a rookie and found the end zone 10 times. Did a nice job getting open right there and picking up a first down.
On first down, it's Freeman. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
And Falcons fans everywhere excited that Devontae Freeman is back on the field wearing number 24 in the red and black. Remember, he went down in week 2 in 2018 with an injury and didn't return. They're hoping to see the form that led him to 1,000-yard seasons in 2015 and 2016.
Ryan gets it to his tight end, Hooper, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, and they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Ryan. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 41-yard line.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 31-yard line. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Ryan now already over 100 yards passing in just this 1st quarter. It's 1st and 10. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
That's it, baby.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd and 7, Ryan throwing right, and that's complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 19.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
They'll run on 1st down. Freeman. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards down to the 15.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it's Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones there to make the grab. And the Falcons have taken the lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. On 1st down, Drake. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. A draw play now. Balaj. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Balaj. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Miami. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at about the 14. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Ito Smith heading back out with the rest of his offensive crew. And the good news, his team's winning. The bad news, he hasn't had the game that he's hoped to, at least to this point here in the second quarter.
And a lot of that is pride, because these types of backs want to be in the center of all the action and leading their team to victory. They'll take the win right now, hoping to jump his game up as this one moves on.
He probably wants a little bit more of the spotlight going forward. Smith, his first carry, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. First throw off the bench for the veteran Chubb. Looking sideline, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Shaw. This is brought in by Hardy. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
Justin Hardy's sort of an undersized guy at 5'10", but he runs physical and he runs tough. In fact, his teammates call him the Wolf because of his special teams play. How about that play right there? Nice job picking up the first down.
Ready.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option.
we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Sean. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Cordray Tankersley with a pick, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon, so that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips, and this one winds up getting intercepted.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they?
Check right 27. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
They'll run here with Blanche. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10. I got you. 36-yard line.
A first throw for the backup Rosen. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Bryce Butler, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
The play fake to Ballage. Now Rosen. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that too, but it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He has not had the start to this game that he envisions here in the 2nd quarter. He's struggling a little bit, but hey, they're in the lead right now. So kind of what's going on in his head, do you think, Charles?
I think that's what he has to keep in mind. Winning the ball game is not going the way he wants in terms of his own play. But, oh, yeah, that's right, winning the ball game. So don't press. Don't try and do things outside of what's going on right now. Don't try to increase your game or get yourself right. Just make sure you continue to lead your ball club and keep them moving in the right direction.
Well, they've got that lead so far. 1 interception for him, no touchdown passes.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now back to throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. Oh, boy. Fielded it right on the goal line. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? Because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rosen, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And incomplete. A disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here's Matt Hawk now, standing just about on his own goal line. And it's fielded at the 34. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. His side, they've got the lead, but I think he's not happy with how he's played. That's the bottom line. But how many adjustments need to be made when, bottom line, you're winning?
Yeah, you're just trying to play better for yourself, because if you do, then you've got a chance to increase your lead, and your team will play better. Look, when you fight your internal battle as a quarterback and you're not playing as well as you want to, just fall back on the old cliche. There's no I in team, but there's definitely one in win.
Look at that, Davis. Yeah, no I in team, but he'll see if he can pick himself up a little bit here on this drive. On 2nd and 7, Shaw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. On the draw, this is Smith. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down.
And the judge does a nice job there of navigating and picking up some yardage. Remember, no Tevin Coleman in the backfield, so he's moved up in the pecking order, getting a lot of playing time for these Atlanta Falcons.
Here's Matt Bosher now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline and puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The drive will commence with a run by Balaj. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now Balaj, and he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run it with Balaj. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle.
Set. 180. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. We got 4. We got 4.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Rosen. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
3rd and long here for Rosen. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. Catches like that, that's what the Dolphins envisioned when they took Gesicki high in the second round a season ago. He did have 22 catches as a rookie, but did not find the end zone. Certainly feels more comfortable wearing number 88, his old college number, after sporting 86 as a rookie. A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And Duke Riley will get credit for the tackle.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On 2nd and 9, Rosen. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity missed.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
Oh, I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Come on, set. 50, plant. 59, mark, check, 59. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
A first down carry for Smith. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still on the attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll pass there over the middle to start things out. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Not today, you are. Not today.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
I I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
From the 45 on second down, Rosen. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Rosen off the play action. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Rosen to throw. And he finds his man. That's Butler. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the delay, it's Balaj. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On 2nd and 12, Rosen. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays, and a 9-yard run on the end of it. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it no matter the sport. They say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. That's a strong safety making a strong, hard tackle.
And we know his coach. Doesn't smile a whole lot, does he? How about that grin right there, ear to ear after that play?
Looking to throw on second down. Chubb toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Smith out of the gun, and not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. Throwing on second down. Chubb. He completes this to Russell Gage. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. They'll set up a throw. Open man, it's Stacker. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 13-yard line. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. It is back to football for 22 teams here on this Thursday night, minus the Broncos and Falcons who played last week. And we want to remind you that we are now 28 days away from the opener of the 100th season of NFL football. The Packers and the Bears at Soldier Field. In our game, the defenses look to be ready for the regular season. Maybe not the offenses just yet, but still a half to go as we get you back out to Brandon Gott.
Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll start on the ground with Balaj. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
A pass down the middle is fought for and hauled in.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll run it now out of the gun. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Go!
They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Rosen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
On 3rd down, Rosen. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there.
So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Falcons are going to get it at the 20. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. 2nd and 2. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
And an alley to run.
A big play there on the option. Give him 42 yards on the ground. So they dig a little deeper in the playbook there. Get the wide receiver the ball, running it, and it proves fruitful.
Love the call. When you got a guy who has running back skills, you want him to touch the ball as well, not just out wide where you throw it to him. Make sure you hand it to him or toss it to him and let him go to work.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Hey, you got 3 down.
On the counter, it's Smith. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. On 2nd and 7, Schaub. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And that pickup will be good for a first down. Give him 10 yards exactly on the quick slant. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. 2nd and 3. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
The Miami defense trying to keep him out. They haven't let him in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal? Now here's Olison. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Well, obviously you can take the field goal here and tie it, or you can be gutsy. What are you doing?
Oh, man, come on. Let's be gutsy. Let's go get it. Because to me, after this drive in this spot, a field goal feels like a disappointment. Go get it done, and let your team know you're with them.
They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you got all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision. Let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Rosen and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start with a give here to Balash. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Rosen. Wide open receiver, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Rosen now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10.
Hey, 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 hey. 4 down, 4 down, 4 down.
Now they'll run on the draw. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Rosen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll run it here. This is Mark Walton. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll set him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
I'm coming, I'm coming.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get 3 of those penalty yards back here, leaving him with a 2nd and 12.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 2nd and 12, Rosen is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. And that is incomplete.
They had enough yards for the 1st down, but a clutch hit right there defensively jars it free. No 1st down.
Here's Matt Hawk now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And this offense is going to take over at their own 20-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Ready. Check 55.
They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On play action, they'll throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards there and a Falcon 1st down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
On 1st down, it's Smith. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So we race the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2-by-2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
He'll look to throw. Stocker's got it. Complete. A nice pickup there. 18 yards. 1st down Falcons.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Schaub now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they run with Smith. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
From the 36, Schaub, and that'll be incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
And out come the Dolphins now. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option.
That's how we do it.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Rosen looking to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. Rosen now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
2nd and 5 now. Rosen, and he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Tight end right. Even. 4 down, even.
Again, it's Balaj. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Rosen. And this is incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action, but other times you say, oh.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off down near the 5, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Let's get this.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They begin with a run by Smith, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup, and that'll do it for the end of the third quarter. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Shaw. It's hauled in by Hardy. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A cool little accomplishment for him passing the football. 25,000 yards. He just surpassed that for his career.
When he was a little guy in the backyard just throwing it around, probably with his dad, he thought about playing in the NFL. He dreamed of it. But to put up these kind of numbers while doing so, that's got to be kind of cool for him. He'll enjoy the heck out of thinking about that when this one is over. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. This is taken at the 23. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And to give this time to the tailback. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Let's put him on the bus. Let's put that team on the bus.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rosen. They'll set up the screen to Balaj.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. Off the play fake, here's Rosen. It got his man complete. That's a 1st down and then some, a 32-yard pickup.
Well, we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a handoff looking right. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
The play fake to Balaj. Now Rosen. Throwing right, and that's complete. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Rosen now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. He stayed afloat for a second there after the first wave of contact, but that was going nowhere.
Yeah, what did he tell us in pregame? I just don't want to get my feet stopped initially when I'm trying to make a run. That's exactly what happened there. Unfortunately, as you noted, got away a little bit from the first one, but the wave swarmed him under.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A gain of 3, second down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards to pick up there.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
On the NFL scoreboard, fourth quarter now at Soldier Field. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their second on the young season. They'll run on first down. Smith, absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
You ready? 22. Push him back. Push him back.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
After the penalty, it's Smith. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Come on, set. 18, Gator. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Now on 2nd and 13. Chubb. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 25-yard line.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
Ready? 60, Pittsburgh.
On first down, it's Smith, and they see right through that defensively. as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
I think a lot of people are a little bit surprised there that they ran the draw after that successful pass play previously, but the thought process had to be, maybe we can catch him rushing the passer and hit something big with the running play.
Got it. Mike 20. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Now on 2nd and 13. Chubb. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Here we go. 50, plant. Watch the slap. Ready?
They'll run on first down. Smith. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 2nd and 7, Chubb. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Falcons have once again taken the lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all, and the Falcons score to cap it off. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Let's go.
So now here come the Dolphins. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Rosen and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll run it now out of the gun. On the stop there defensively, Tyler Davison.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Rosen. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Bruce Carter with a pick. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And after the slow start, the numbers show he has really straightened things out. How often sometimes is that you come into a game and the defense is game planned a little differently than you expected?
More often than maybe people realize, so adjustments are often a big part of each and every game, and it's not just getting to halftime. It's series to series to make it work, and being able to hang in there when there's a little adversity early and see them able to flip it around, it's kind of gratifying for a team to watch, especially for a coach.
On first down, Smith gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Ito Smith ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
The lefty Tavecchio now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Josh Rosen and company getting set for their next possession. With his guys trailing here in the 4th, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you're 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near-perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
Rosen and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Rosen looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Ford. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Rosen to throw on 3rd down. And a throw there going to be incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going on 4th down. Rosen. On the right side open is Gesicki. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. To throw is Rosen. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Rosen off the play action. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and 2, Chubb will find his tight end. That's Logan Paulson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Whistles now in a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Ito Smith, and an alley to run. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Falcons. Ito Smith, 49 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So now Rosen and the Dolphins down by 10. Just over 1:40 to play. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Rosen. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
It's complete to Graham. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And on the stop, DeMonte Casey.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, That'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
I got it.
Throwing now is Rosen. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 22-yard line. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win